Prime Minister Motley says for many the Caribbean is invisible. But she's made it clear the islands are not dispensable and have a voice to be heard and a contribution to make. She referred specifically to the failure to have correspondent banking services because many countries across the region are seen as too small to matter to some.
It matters not that the absence of that correspondent banking will cause our countries and our regions even, and our people, to be cut off and to be quarantined just as lepers were in centuries past from a global community as we seek to buy goods and services from outside our borders. How will our people trade if they do not have access to a banking system that allows them to transmit and to pay for services and goods across the borders? It is pure, unadulterated hypocrisy, and at worst, contempt and insensitivity as to what happens to human beings who happen not to live within the borders of the developed world.
She says the imbalance in wealth and power in the global community is a fundamental obstacle to our development and must be corrected as a matter of urgency.
Shy to confront it. Middle-income countries refuse today to be allowed access to development aid and assistance, purely on the basis of arbitrary determinations of per capita and GDP formulations that bear no relationship to the reality of our lives. And even when money is promised in the midst of disasters, money promised and money delivered are two totally different experiences. We must not be naive in appreciating that the head start given the developed world to build their countries and to build out their industrial base and was done on wealth extracted from millions of people across the developing world.
Ms. Motley also touched briefly on the possible impact of Brexit on Barbados and the island's exposure not only to climate change, but financial shocks.
Our exports and our imports are a huge multiple of our economies. And often we export everything that we produce and regrettably import everything that we consume. In that context, my friends, therefore, I submit to you that we need a reorientation of trade policy that supports both global trade but local resilience.
Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley is only the second woman and the first person from the Caribbean to deliver the distinguished lecture. Lisa Lord, CBC News.